Good morning, everyone. Rena Rossi here with eXp Realty. It's a beautiful day today. I have the amazing privilege and honor to interview my colleague, Joseph Cervantes from Silicon Valley. Before I start this interview, I just want to let you know, in case I look a little funny, I ended up getting some gum surgery the other day, and I can't really smile. This side of my face is a little swollen, so I've got my hair covering my face here so no one notices. Anyway, without any further ado, hello, Joseph. How are you?
Uh, Hi, Rena. How are you?
Doing great. I like to
Yeah.
smile a lot, Joseph. So I'm probably I'm trying not to smile too much, but
Okay.
because it's part of me, I'm gonna end up smiling. But I have to be careful so that I don't bust my stitches out. But anyways,
Okay. Yeah. Please be
um,
careful, and
thank
I'll
you.
try my best not to widen my smile too much as well.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It comes naturally for us, right? But anyways,
Yeah.
Joseph. So for those who are watching that don't know you, the first question I wanted to ask you was if you could tell me a little bit about yourself, like how did you get involved in real estate, and why did you choose to get involved in real estate?
Uh, well, I wanted to start. I got into real estate in July of 2000. I used to own a pager cellular phone store that did repair here in the Silicon Valley during the .com bust. Um,
Hmm.
I had to pivot. So I pivoted into real estate. I was still in college at the time, working on my uh, business degree in marketing,
Hmm.
and needed to make income because I was taking a loss on my cellular phone business.
Oh wow. Hmm.
So I started with a family friend here in the Silicon Valley. Worked as a broker's assistant, loan processor. And did that for a few years and got licensed, and from then from moving forward from that license, I was doing loans, doing commercial and residential
Hmm.
residential sales, and I pivoted to again to strictly just real estate. I got away from the loans, and at about 2005, then I started my own company in 2007, bought into a national franchise, ran that from '07 to about 2013, which was some difficult years because it was during the recession.
Right.
And
Of course.
yeah. So,
Hmm.
but,
So
oh,
what,
mhm.
what were some of the well having that brokerage? What were some of the pain points that you discovered throughout that process, through that time?
Uh, at the time, I was in a luxury market. Uh, I had about 18 agents.
Hmm.
As I sat there in my office on the downtown area, looking out my nice office window, I realized I achieved everything dreamed about, but I was completely unhappy. Being the broker manager of my office, through one of the toughest times in our U.S. history as far as
Yes.
going through the recession.
Hmm.
I was
Hmm.
raising small kids at the time. Uh, I got sick multiple times. I was had internal bleeding. I had to in and out of the
Wow.
hospital,
Wow.
ER, ICU, for 12
Yeah.
yees. Yeah. So
Lots of
with that,
pressure there. Lots of
yeah.
pressure.
So
Wow.
I'm thankful I survived it all. My family stayed intact during the process. And uh, to answer your question, it's just faith that it'll get better, and then to keep on moving.
And
Yeah.
and throughout this process, Joseph, what was like the main problem that you couldn't solve personally, like personally and from a business standpoint? What was one of the main problems that you couldn't solve? And then obviously the next question is going to be what was the solution to that?
Okay. On the personal side, as I mentioned, it was health problems. It it from the health problems it spilled over into all my relationships personally.
Hmm.
My time. So I really didn't have a dashboard on what to do on a daily basis because I was just fighting fires on the personal end, uh,
Hmm.
and trying to stay afloat. on the business end, it was difficult because I was on a steep learning curve, with managerial skills,
Right.
developing my business acumen, communication, and delegation skills, and finding good people around me.
Exactly. Yes.
So I took on 18 agents from having like 4 agents,
Hmm.
and I was looking to grow. But with that, uh, you know, um, the model I had was not scalable, and that's what I
Right.
realized. I also realized that I wasn't grounded, on a daily basis. So I was
Mhm.
really, I wasn't being intentional and doing it with designing my personal life, my business life, and my days structured around a goal or purpose.
Okay.
So
So sounds like, I mean, I hear this quite often when I speak to different colleagues in the industry, especially the retention rate and trying to keep the team together,
yeah,
keeping them happy and all that. So the solution now, the solution where you are today compared to where you were a few years back, let's discuss
yeah,
that a little bit.
yeah. So the solution came from, I would say, out of desperation,
Right.
to get my health in order. Unfortunately, I had other realtors who passed away of similar conditions
Mm.
in my marketplace.
Wow.
I knew, as I even had my brother pass away during the time, my only brother. Um, uh, and I knew that, I had to make health a priority. Yeah, because, um, the fact of the matter is I was just trying to live my best life. And I thought money and was a solution to it. And I realized it wasn't.
Mm.
It's only part
Right.
of it. Yeah. But, to to compress the answer, I got steeped in my own faith. Um, that's different for everybody, but my faith kept me going when I had nothing. When I started off in my cell phone business, I had $76 in my pocket, thinking, "God, how am I going to run this business
I
and
can
open
relate.
this store?" Yeah, yeah. So,
I think we all
you
can
know,
relate.
yes, yes, yeah, yeah. And then,
Right.
you know, trying to
So, yeah.
uh, figure it out. But uh, yeah, I think faith, and with that faith, it gave me the courage and you know the fortitude and tenacity to take action daily. And then from there, the days got better.
To
And
keep
not every day
moving
is,
forward.
yeah,
Keep
correct,
moving
correct,
forward, and
yeah,
and just even though there's a lot of stuff going on in the background, and I mean, I find in life, this is just my own experience and from my perception, and I think you can relate. Everyone can relate to this. Is that anytime you're trying to move forward in life, or you're taking on a new endeavor, you're gonna have all kinds of distractions thrown at you,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
And it's all about your focus, and you're going through the storm, right? And
yeah,
as long as you're focused and determined, eventually you'll get through that storm, right? The storm will be
correct,
raging behind you. I mean, look at your what you've been through. I mean, your personal health, then the heaviness of managing a brokerage, keeping these agents happy, taking care of all the financial aspects of the business. What most people don't realize is that running a business is a huge endeavor. It's a stressful situation. Some people may look and judge and say, oh, you've got your own business, you got your own brokerage, you're really lucky. But they don't get to see the day-to-day stresses and um, opportunities, and everything that you have to solve on your own. It's a huge burden. It's a huge task. So, and I can relate too, because I also have two franchise businesses outside of my real estate career. So, you've got staffing issues, you've got things to deal with, taxes, and then liabilities, and there's all kinds of things, right? However, what I've learned is just to continue to move forward, and not to really have these things really to what's the word I'm trying to say, uh, get into you, sort of like not to internalize it all,
yeah,
right? because there's always a rainbow at the end, right? It's just
Yes.
not trying to stress yourself out to reach that goal. I've spoken to many realtors who have stressed themselves out, and they've lost their families and their marriages and all that. But however, then there are those who've been able to pick themselves up and move forward and change the way that they're living their lives, change the way their routine is going, or taking another look at their business, another aspect, saying there's got to be a better way. And with respect to real estate, yes, there is a better way to sell real estate. And my goal is to share as much as I can with those that are interested in, changing their lives. So, yeah, I can relate to you. Definitely, Joseph. I mean, we all have these issues, right?
Yeah.
But one thing I'm going to ask you now, before we close, and before I ask that question, I got to say that you're such an inspiration. I'm so happy that you're at the stage that you are in your life today. You've had to really go through so much to be able to get there. But in the end, iron sharpens iron, right? And
Yes.
as you're going through these experiences, you're learning more about yourself. You're learning more about what you're really believing in and who you're relying on, right?
Yes.
So my last question to you would be this, and I know it's not a positive question, but let's think about this. And for those of
Yeah.
you who are listening, let's think about this. Um, I've had things taken away from me in my life, right? And I know all of us have. But if everything was taken from you, Joseph, today, tell me and tell everyone who's listening, what are the three greatest truths that you could rely upon? It's a heavy duty question, right?
Yeah. It is a heavy duty question, but
Yes.
I really appreciate you asking it. The difficult questions, require thought and introspection. And I've contemplated about this, not specifically in the three questions, but just in introspection.
Hmm.
I would have to say the first one is faith. Um, the second would be, protect your time.
Right.
Um, and the third is inspire others to live their best life experience.
That is so awesome. Yes. Yes, I totally agree. I agree with everything that you're saying. And I love to inspire others. I really do. I really believe that all of us have a calling in life to be able to inspire others. That's personally my own personal belief, because we can really change people's lives. And yes, and faith, very important, of course, very
Yes.
important. Like who are you? What do you believe? What are you putting your trust in, your beliefs in, right?
Yes.
And also, one thing that I wanted to say that I think that we're just so blessed is that we have such an organization of support, and I can give you a call anytime, and even though you're
Yes.
thousands and thousands of miles away from me, we can pick up the phone and chat and
Yes.
support each other. And that's
Yes.
what I love about this whole company and the fabric of what we are doing. So Joseph, listen, you've really inspired me today, and I just thank you so much for taking the time. I know you're going to soar even more, and I really believe you're going to touch a lot of people within your business, and I wish you well. I just want to
Yeah.
thank everyone for watching today, and we're going to do this again. We're going to do this again, guys. So everyone have a great day. Thank you, Joseph. Again, this is Rena Rossi with eXp Realty. We'll touch base again. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you.
All
All right.
right.
Have a
Bye
great
bye.
day. Bye. Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye bye.